The fan is going on. You can hear the fan, but I'm going to do this recording of Hamlet's oh, that is too solid flesh would melt. And I will say it a few times, repeat the monologue. For those who like to memorize it, maybe that would be of help. Anyway, let's get going. Oh, that is too solid flesh would melt all and resolve itself into a dew. Whether the everlasting and that fixed is canon against self-slaughter. The fan is still going, and this is a test. I will test 10, 9, 8, 7. I'm still testing. 6, 5, 4, 3. Testing 2, 1. So if you're still listening, obviously I began the monologue, but I'm improvising, so I don't know if I will do the monologue, but let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, that is too solid flesh would melt thaw and resolve itself into a dew. Whether the everlasting and affixes canon against self-slaughter. Well, the question is, what is he saying when he says that? I guess what I'm trying to get to is anyway. To be or not to be. Or that is too solid flesh will melt. So we're doing an alphabet test, and that will be A for apple, B for boy, C for car, D for dog, E for elephant, F as in frog, G for God, H, I think I left off at G for God, H for horse, I for ice, J for jump, K for kite, L for lemon, M for monkey, N for Nancy, O for orange, I better get through the alphabet. So let's think of, oh, that this two solid flesh would melt, thaw, and resolve itself into a dew. And that in the background is the fan that's going on. It's quite warm right now. It's very early in the morning, if you like, but it's very late at night. Again, that was another drop of the mic. Anyway, oh, that this two solid flesh would melt, thaw, and resolve itself into a dew. Whether the everlasting had not fixed this canon against self-slaughter. Oh God. Oh God, how weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seem to me all the uses of this world. Violent, well, essentially, I want to say that she'd appear, but I'm not quite sure. Now I'm rambling. Over the road, no, that's the wrong monologue. That this to the flesh will melt and resolve itself into a dew, that everlasting, and I guess that was another mic track. So, or that this too, since I promised that monologue, or that this too solid flesh would melt, thaw, and resolve itself into a dew. And as you all know, the fan is going on in the background. I've done some tests. I'm trying to sleep myself, which is, I'm so tired that that's not an issue. Oh, that two solid flesh will melt. The fan is going on. The fan is going on. It's on. It's on low, but it's on very loud. I'm not even sure if you're hearing me. If you're losing me, thank you for hanging in there, for, not giving up. Or that is too solid flesh. Here we go again. Or maybe I do it quickly, very quickly. That is too solid flesh, but will thorn resolve itself into a dew. Or that the everlasting and that vexes cunning gets all slaughter. Oh God, how weary still, flat and unprofitable seem to me, all the uses of this world. I want of tis an unweighted garden that grows to seed. Things frank and gross in nature possess it, merely that it should come to this but 2 months dead, nay, not so much, not 2. Whether this too solid flesh with no thorn resolve itself into a dew. Whether the everlasting and that fixes can against self-slaughter. Oh God, how weary, still flat and unprofitable seem to me all the uses of this world. Fie on tough. 'Tis an unweighted garden that grows to seed. Things are grown. Engrossed in nature possess it, merely that it should come to this but 2 months dead, nay, not so much, not 2. So excellent a king that was to the Siberian to a satyr. So loving to my mother that he would not be tamed the winds of heaven. It's her face so roughly. Heaven and earth must ever remember why she would hang on him as the increase of appetite had grown by what it fed on, and yet within a month let me not think on into frailty. Thy name is woman. A little month of ere those shoes were old, with which we followed my forefather's body. Tears. Why she, even she, oh God, of so much discourse of reason. In the Bible. Anyway, kind of lifting away. The fan is still going, so there has been constant noise. I've been falling asleep. That's why I've gone silent here and there. And here and there I wake up because I guess I'm still aware that I'm recording. Now I should be closer because I guess when the mic fell I did the wrong side. So you will excuse me. Oh, that is too solid flesh will melt, though it resolve itself into a dew. Whether the everlasting and not fix it is can against self-slaughter. Oh God, how weary, still flat and unprofitable seem to be all the uses of this world. Fie on it. Fie. 'Tis an unweighted garden that grows to seed. Things rank and gross in nature possess it, merely that it should come to this but 2 months dead. Nay, not so much, not 2. So excellent a king that was to the Siberian to a satyr. So loving to my mother that he might not be deemed the winds of heaven. Face it, a face so roughly, heaven and earth once I remember. Why she would hang a man, as if increase of appetite had grown by what it fed on a year within a month. Let me not think on it. Frailty, thy name is woman. A little month ere those shoes were old, with which she followed my poor father's body like nigh all tears. Why she, even she, oh God, a beast that once discourse of reason would have more longer married with my uncle, my father's brother. But technically, yes, the little one the little one I don't know. Oh, I mean, I think cognitive frailty, thy name is woman. A little month away, those shoes were old with which she followed my poor father's body like Niobe or tears. Why even she? Oh God, a beast that was discourse of reason would have no longer married with mine uncle, my father's brother, but no more like mine uncle, but no more like my father than, but no more like my father than I to Hercules. Within a month there, yet the sort of was yet. Within a month there, yet the sort of most righteous tears had left her flushing, and galled eyes she married. Almost wicked speed to pose with such dexterity to incestuous sheets. Wow is the word. Wow. That was the job. That was the job. And so this will be a rambling of a fan and the monologue. Even she, oh God, a beast that was discourse of reason, would have no longer married with mine uncle, my father's brother, but no more like my father than I to Hercules. Within a month there, yet the sort of most unrighteous tears had left the flushing her galled eyes she married. I was gonna show you but I can't. But no more like my father than I to Hercules. Within a month ere yet the sort of most righteous tears had left her flushing her galled eyes she married. Oh, most wicked sweet. Why? Anyway, yes, the monologue, the fan, most unrighteous tears had left the flushing in her galled eyes she married. Oh, most wicked speed to boast with such dexterity to incestuous sheets. It cannot be good, nor it cannot be good. It cannot, nor it cannot come to good, but break my heart, for I must hold my tongue. And that's the end of the monologue and soliloquy of Shakespeare in Hamlet. So that will end, essentially, this recording, and just make sure to leave a message. Well, not a message, but leave a comment, sign, subscribe, like, all those things that seem to help everybody but me. So thank you for listening. Have a nice good night.